So I just got done playing Doom Eternal. You know, the greatest Doom of all time. But I beg to differ after Dark Ages was released. So basically, I bought the Game Pass and downloaded Eternal and loaded that puppy right up. But at first I thought I loaded it in Fortnite, because I think I did buy the Doom skin in Fortnite, and there was a battle pass. What the hell was that about? Hey, Fortnite fatigue is real, bruh. So after getting flashbanged like my name was Jev with Fortnite memories, I started playing through the campaign. Hey y'all, don't freak out. I was playing on, give me a challenge or something like that. I switched to the hard mode or whatever it is, but I think it changed at some point, so I ended up playing through the whole game on the not too hard mode when I thought I was on the hardest mode. But it was a good time. If I run out of ammo one more time, I would have deleted the game. But thankfully, I didn't run out of ammo in the entire game. I also played through it blindly and didn't search up any tutorials or guides, because I'm mature now. I'm grown. I'm old as hell. Alright, so let's talk about the game. First, let's get into the thing that every single person in the history of the entire world that has made a video on Doom talks about, the FPS side of it. Quick swapping. Quick swapping was cool. It was fun. I really liked it. And compared to Doom the Dark Ages, where I didn't quick swap at all, I was doing it hella on Doom Eternal, and I was actually pretty good at it. I was getting shit done, and I was running through enemies. I loved switching between the super shotgun and the ballistica. That was my favorite part. And then also my second favorite swap was the AR that you can zoom in on that becomes a sniper, and the RPG. That was sick. When you get into a flow and start moving around and quick swapping like crazy and just running through enemies because of how you're quick swapping and not having to wait for a reload, you feel like him till you run out of ammo. Even though I was run out of ammo, I really didn't mind the system of having to chainsaw a zombie to, or what are they called? A demon? To get all your ammo. It was kind of fun and added a good twist and like another mechanic that you had to kind of master going through the game, which I never really mastered, but like I got decent on it. I made my way through the game. The guns are pretty cool looking, but I preferred the Dark Ages guns. But they do feel really good in both games. In every Doom game, really, they feel really good. I liked all the little mechanics in the game, like for example, one, you shoot the back of that one fat dude and you can kill him that way easier. And also you can launch a grenade. What do they call that? A noob tube? Wait, no way. You can launch that into the mouth. Oh my, pause. Into the mouth of that guy and it blows him up. After I played Dark Ages, I went right to Eternal, and I was kind of struggling with the movement at first because you couldn't sprint. There wasn't a shield bash that could kind of get you around quickly, but then I got used to the dash, and then I started using the dash and the jumps and everything like that, and like the hook on the shotgun to get around and stuff. So I eventually became pretty smooth at it, and it was kind of second nature, kind of to keep moving and trying to avoid all the crazy ass things that are coming after you. So as for, is it the best FPS game ever made? I don't know. I haven't really played that many FPSs. Like what? I've played a couple of the Call of Duties. It's way better than those. Those suck now. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the story. I know this is a sore topic for some people, but really, I think it did the job. I mean, you can't expect that much from Doom for a story, but Dark Ages did have a good story. So going to Eternal after Dark Ages, the story was pretty bland. But still, I had a good time playing it. I felt great kicking ass and like finding the Hell Priests and then moving on to the con maker, whatever her name is. Like, that was fun stuff. The story felt linear and quick, and it was just fun to blast through the enemies and, you know, just get through it. I think people are just too critical of it. Like, you just have to play the game and have fun. You can't play the game and start dissecting every little thing in the story. That makes you hate it. It did the job. The story sat back a little bit and it kind of let the gameplay do the talking. One thing about the story though, the boss fights were kind of easy, I thought. Not too many crazy cool mechanics were ever really introduced. I can't say I remember a time when Doom ever did that though. I haven't played the earlier Doom games, but I think I will get around to it and play them. So if you didn't like the story, I think that's a you problem. Just caring too much. Just have fun, man. It's like watching a bad movie, but it's so bad that it makes it fun. That's the kind of things that like Penguins loves. I love that guy. You know who Penguins is? So there's really not much to talk about with the story, but in all, like I said, I thought it got the job done, and people should be happy that it was fun to get through and had a couple cool characters and a couple funny moments. I love when they add those funny moments into the Doom stories because you're this badass dude that everybody's scared of, especially the humans. It's hilarious when they put something in there like that. I'm already having a good time watching these sick ass cutscenes, and then something just goofy happens, and I love it.
What? Why?
But also, y'all, can we talk about how sick Vega is? I love that. He's got such a sick voice, and he seems like so smart. I know he's AI, he's got to be smart, but he's just cool, and he feels like your buddy just getting you through stuff. It's like he tells you information, and he just tells you bluntly, and it's kind of goofy. And also, Dr. Samuel Hayden, he's sick. I know he was in the earlier Doom games. I kind of watched some of the lore, so I found out about him a little bit, but he was sick too. And he was like a realist, like a kind of funny realist, like, get this shit done, dog. And also, what do y'all think about the art style of this game? It was definitely way more vibrant than Dark Ages, but I guess it was kind of set in a different time period where it being more vibrant would make sense. So the art styles kind of make sense for the titles of the game, but I don't know if I liked it too much. It seemed weirdly vibrant, especially coming from Dark Ages where everything was just black. But the things in Dark Ages looked cool, like the contrast and everything. Like Eternal just felt like it was just throwing paint in your face and expecting you to like it. Also, like I mentioned earlier, the gun art, I thought it was alright. The guns are always cool, and I always love like looking at guns. Like one thing I wanted to be when I was like younger was somebody who designs what guns look like in a video game. And actually this small dev that I found on the internet is making a game where you can add like crazy customizations to a gun, and it all like works together, and it ends up having like hundreds of thousand possibilities for like a type of gun that you can craft. And yeah, the sound design too, I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Here I go again comparing it to Dark Ages. I should probably just make this video about comparing Eternal to Dark Ages, but I mean, I got the point of view, and I don't have any other outside sources really tainting it, like nostalgia. But I thought that the sounds in Eternal were worse than the Dark Ages. One cool thing that I noticed that I really appreciated was when you were going in for a glory kill, it mattered the angle that you were approaching them from, and you would like attack them from that angle. And that was just such a sick little thing, especially from somebody who kind of codes a little bit. Like that is like so difficult to make happen. Like you got to take in their orientation and also your orientation and the angle that you're looking at them, and then have multiple different animations that activate based off that. I thought that was just a really cool detail, and they could have easily just cheaped out and made the character that you're killing automatically snap right to your face when you kill them, but no, they took the extra time to make it directional. But you wouldn't expect anything less from Doom, because that's a pretty big franchise. They better do shit like that. Games aren't doing stuff like that. These booty ass AAA games aren't doing things like that. And the last thing that I loved was the Fortress of Doom. That thing was so sick, especially to be your ship. It was like a city floating in the air, and you could run around it and discover things, and you could go to the Doomslayer's crib. You can go to his room, and he had guitars and stuff, and like little collectibles, and a speaker system for his monitors. That was so cool. I love that. I love little details like that, even though I don't go out of my way too much in video games to find those little details, but I do appreciate them when I do find them. One thing I'm doing right now is playing Dark Souls, and I'm streaming it when I'm playing it, so now I'm really taking the time to explore areas, and I'm doing a blind playthrough, so I don't know where the hell I'm going, but Dark Souls is fairly linear, so it's pretty easy to get through areas, unlike Elden Ring. Okay, here we go, off topic really quick. Something I noticed about Dark Souls is that Elden Ring has so many things from Dark Souls, and Dark Souls has so many things from like Bloodborne. A bunch of the things got like carried on, like the dogs. I think the dogs are in like every game. Those fucking dogs. Oh, you know what those dogs are reminding me of? Those slithery bastards running around in Doom and Dark Ages. Those fuckers, take those fuckers out the game. I hate them. But yeah, boys, I hope you liked my little video here on Doom Eternal. I'm streaming now, so tune into that. I also have a second channel, FateNuts19, and I also make TikToks, FateNuts19 as well. I hope you guys like this video. If you fuck with me, comment and like, and maybe subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt nobody, just helps a brother out. So yeah, boys, thanks for staying to the end. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I really need to get more videos out. I've been slacking like a mother fudger.